This is going to be a rather, I don't know, weird video, a strange video, or I don't know. I'm just letting my thoughts out, okay? And my request is, as you're watching this video, please make me understand, because I'm confused. I'm really confused. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm confused about. Now, just I think 48 hours ago or 24 hours ago, I saw RT, that news site, or TRT, the Turkish news site. They said that French President Emmanuel Macron, okay, he is going to boycott United Nations this year, or the meeting, because of anti-Semitism. Okay, he's going to boycott United Nations from going there, and along with him USA, UK, you know, all these bum chums of theirs. Okay, now, you know, I was just scratching my head and thinking, you're not talking of a place where there's going to be violence and killing and murder. Okay, anti-Semitism, I checked in Wikipedia, is atrocities against Jews. Okay, fine. Now, at United Nations, are they going to bring some Jews and harm them? No. At United Nations, they're just going to have a dialogue. They're going to talk. They're going to exchange opinions. Now see the fun. Emmanuel Macron is the same guy who was promulgating freedom of expression, freedom of speech. You know, you can draw the prophet, it should be okay, which I totally support him. You can draw any prophet, you can make jokes on any religion, any god, any race, anyone. It's freedom of expression. But then, if it is okay to talk about Muslims, talk and pay attention to what I talk and write. Shouldn't it be okay to talk, write about Jews? I'm not saying, see, don't take me out of context. I'm not saying hurt and harm Muslims physically, or say through spoken or written word, kill. Don't take me out of context. I'm not saying you should harm either a Muslim or a Jew or a Christian or a Hindu or anyone. But I'm saying the same thing what President Emmanuel Macron said: freedom of expression, freedom of speech. Now when they go to United Nations, they are going to have freedom of expression, freedom of speech. Now he is boycotting, saying anti-Semitism. I mean, just think about it. If suppose every country would start saying, we are boycotting UN for anti-Islamic speech. Indians would say, we are boycotting UN for anti-Hindu speech. Then Western, we are boycotting UN for anti-Semitism speech. So if everyone starts boycotting, then you're never going to meet anyone. In fact, what confuses me is America talks about the First Amendment, the right to expression. They also, if you say anything about the Holocaust or World War, if you say in it, just say, I'm not talking of violence. Violence should be punished. If you give an opinion, you are called an anti-Semitic. And then companies and brands, they literally boot you out or kick you out. In fact, there have been some guys on YouTube, people who follow me, they're like, Loy, I want you to talk of, and they'll write J space E space W space. They're even afraid to write the word Jews. They're even afraid to talk of Israel. When they talk Israel, I XXXL, you know which country. And Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, they have these weird policies whereby any post that can be looked upon as a particular bias. They'll just, in fact, Twitter is known to, if you say biology, I want you to see Joe Rogan's podcast. This female was banned from Twitter because she said one guy in Canada, he calls himself a girl, and he has male genitals, you know, testicles, a dick. He's a man. Biologically, he's a man. But he says, no, I'm a girl. Now, if that by itself is harmless, you say you're a girl, But what is the problem is he wants to go to a ladies' salon and have his private area, which is a dick and testicles. He wants a bikini wax because he feels he's a girl. And he wants a lady to do it. Now, because this one particular female, she mentioned this on Twitter, stating that he's a guy. She got banned for life. Okay. I mean, I'm really confused, man. I'm finding this so confusing. Based on your feelings, you can be a guy, you can be a girl. In fact, I saw this video on real video on YouTube. I don't remember the link. So this girl, there are 2-3 girls, young girls, I think they're 16, 15, 16, really plump, fat, and they're standing there, I think in the USA. One girl has green hair, one girl has green and yellow and pink, and they're dressed up like, you know, something here, and like really weird. They, like one girl has glasses and shaved head here and hair here, and so they look like, you know, something is wrong with all of them. Okay, so these girls are standing and one girl is saying, okay, we are on. And this really plump girl, she's like, hi, today is my some birthday, 14th or 15th birthday, and today I have an announcement to make to the world. And I was just like, okay. And she's saying, I just want you to know that until today I was a girl, but now I'm coming out as a man. I'm no longer a girl, I'm a man. And everyone started, yeah, they start clapping, oh my God, oh God. And they hug this girl, and yeah, from today I'm no longer, she takes her name or whatever. I am a male name. Think, for example, I don't know her name. Say Alice or Sheila, and now she is Mark or Bob. And all these girls are hugging, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, I'm coming out. It's so much of courage. You're an inspiration. What is all this nonsense, man? I really don't understand what kind of planet are we living in. Like, you know, sometimes when I check Instagram, these females are, you know, courage, believe in yourself, you can do the impossible, and the wordings are great. Try till you succeed. And then you see the photograph. There's this girl, I shared it with my friends in my group. She's not wearing a bra. She's wearing a shirt, and it's open, and, you know, obviously silicone, and the shirt comes all the way till, you know, the starting of her vagina. And it's like, you know, like she's going like her tongue sticking off out. Believe in yourself and your inner being. And when you swipe another photograph, I don't know, this thong of hers is going in her ass, and she's like bending to pick up something. I don't know what she's doing. Like, think there's a grass, she's picking up like this. The camera is near her bum, and you can see the swelling of her vagina lips. And God loves you. And I now you might say that, okay, she's stupid, slutty, but the number of likes and the number of shares, that confuses me even more. And the people who are commenting, wow, so brave, wow, you're my daily dose of inspiration, You're amazing. Thank you so much for touching my life. And what is this? Yeah, you know, in my early days when I was young, you used to have people who said that, you know, I touched this statue, my cancer got healed. See, I feel power, Loy. Oh, I just prayed to God, I passed the exam, I didn't even study. Okay, those days you used to meet people like this and think they are mad. Today you meet like this, and then you read President Macron and Joe Biden is saying that we have won the war, and I don't know. I sometimes feel I don't belong to this planet. It's like I remember in my younger days, 20-year-old, I got this girl. Okay, the final story. This girl, she's a Hindu girl. She was with me, very innocent looking and all that. Okay, she dressed up petite. She's very shy. So we started having a relationship, and next thing you know is we are having sex, and oh, she was wild in bed. Huh? I'll tell you that. Okay, she's talked like an innocent girl. She's lying down next to me, naked, huh? And she's busy licking and kissing and this and that and whatever. Suddenly there's a call in her phone. So she, oh sweetheart, wait. And she's naked, I'm naked, and she comes on top of me and you know, takes the phone, and her breast is nicely rubbing. She takes the phone. Hello, and she says. So then she comes and lies down next to me. She's talking on the phone. We are talking and she's busy. One hand she's holding the phone, other hand busy, you know what she's doing, fiddling. I'm enjoying. Oh, I was nice enjoying. Then she starts to cry. She's crying, huh? Actually crying. And she's arguing or fighting on the phone. And I'm like, oh, okay, must be something serious. No, you're in her native language. She's saying some Gujarati, I think Marathi, whatever. I couldn't understand. Finally, after I think 20 minutes and all that, disconnects the phone. So this girl is with me and she's wiping her tears. I'm like, it's okay, all right. Take some tissue, which we were using to clean ourselves. Other tissue was there, so gave her. Wiped her tears. That's what happened. Saying, why people misunderstand me? Why people are always like this? I said, sometimes the world is like this. And then she tells me, I asked her, who is this? She's saying, Loy, this is my best friend. Some guy's name. Okay. He's saying he thinks I don't love him and I don't care about him. I said, okay. And then she gives me a shock of my life. And she tells me she's going to marry him within this week. Okay, I'm like, huh? You know, I'm just in a state of shock. At first, I tried marry him. I was like, what? I was tongue-tied. She's telling me she's going to get married to him this week. And I said, oh, you didn't tell me that. I was so shocked, I didn't know what else to say. No, Loy, it was just a private thing. I wanted to tell you that today, but... So I kept quiet. Now here, and she's talking. She's just talking. Suddenly my ears went blank and I'm thinking, you're going to get married to this guy, but here you're having sex with me, like mad, as if there's no tomorrow. So I was like, I thought we were dating. I was in my younger days, and she was a hot girl, huh, by the way. Very innocent looking Hindu girl. So finally I snapped out of it, and she's like, Loy, he thinks I don't love him, and he thinks that I'm cheating on him. So I just asked her, like, oh, okay. But I was afraid to ask because I was young, man, in my 20s. So I said, what are we doing? Loy, what we share, her answer, what we share is a special relationship. Special, huh? Like this, the world cannot understand. The world cannot understand the love we have for each other. It's so pure. It's, I don't want anything from you. You don't want anything from me. We just want to keep each other happy. And I was like, yeah, that's correct. You keep me happy, I keep you happy. We don't want anything, no expectation. And then she continues crying. I was like, anyway, I met people like this. Even if you look at it, my mother. Don't worry, my mother was not doing this. My mother used to pray to God, go to church, but she used to allow my stepfather to abuse me. And they would cry in front of Jesus, sob and cry and pray every day, 1 hour, 2 hours. While she used to busy tell lies and cheat, but in front of Jesus, cry and pray. So those days we used to meet people like this who are crazy. But today the level of craziness has gone to the level where, in my limited understanding, I can't make sense of this here. Really can't make sense of this. Anyway, please, if you can enlighten me, if you can make me understand, I would really appreciate. Because honestly speaking, when I talk to religious people, Hindus, no matter what a Hindu would do, they'll always talk good about Hinduism. Muslims, no matter what bad a Muslim would do, they would only see the exceptions. Christians also same. I know you can say the scientific term cognitive bias. I feel all that, leave it aside. We are surrounded by mad people. That's as far as I can tell you. And I'm glad that I stay away from society. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright? Honestly, don't know what to say. Anti-Semitism, but anti-Muslim is okay. No, that is not anti-Islam. That is freedom of speech. But this is anti-Semitism. Okay, anyway. Let me know, man. I'm confused. Guys, take care.